Greetings once again to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. Celine Driver again with another unboxing. Certainly a bit of a change of pace from the last few videos, which were basically status videos. I picked up, as you can see, another Zelos. Go figure. Let's see, this will be the 18th one in my current collection. My collection has bounced up and down a little bit with respect to Zelos in terms of numbers. It got as high as 20 once, but I sold a few off that weren't being worn. But I'm very happy with this one. This one is a very, very, very special Zelos. So I'm going to tell you about that while I slide off the outer sleeve, typical Zelos outer sleeve, and the standard Zelos wood box, their current wood box with the very nice double, whoops, don't give that away, with a nice double hinge and a nice magnetic connectors on it. And we see the Zelos watch roll, the current standard watch roll, which is that blue leather or leather-like. I think it's actually leather with the buckle closure. And, you know, therein is the watch. Now, before I get to that, this is a fairly rare Zelos watch. Now I did buy this from Zelos directly. I was chatting with Elshin about this line of watches and how I had missed out on this particular model, and I wish that I could have one and blah blah blah. And I was kind of joking with him. He said, didn't you hold one or two back for warranty purposes and that sort of thing?" And he said, "Why, yes, he did. He held one back. He ain't got no more." Because I jumped all over it when I found out that I had the chance to get one of these, and I couldn't resist. This is a ZX-8 SR-71. This is the holy grail, or one of the two holy grails of the ZX line. The other one being the ZX-7 Timascus, which I also have. It comes with this special metal card. This card certifies that the dial of your ZX-8 timepiece is made from actual mission-flown material from the SR-71 engine. Each and every piece is unique and bears scratches and scorch marks from extreme heat of the exhaust. So every ZX-8 looks a little different than the others. You have the Zelos card, which shows that this one is number 35 of 40. It was purchased July of 2019 from Zelos. So I'm very happy to have gotten a hold of this watch. It did come with two straps. It came with this kind of a chocolatey brown leather strap, which is very nice. I mean, there's no doubt. And it has the quick release spring bars on them, and it has this more of the Horine style. In fact, I think it is Horine, maybe, I don't know. More of a milk chocolate brown with the quick release. I didn't use either one of them. I decided that I was going to put mine on a black leather watch strap from Collareb, and I will leave a link in the description for Collareb. And it is a black sienna Italian leather, and I think it looks fantastic. But here is the ZX-8, the SR-71, with the face made of metal from one of what are called the turkey feathers of the SR-71 engine. A turkey feather, for those of you who might not know, are if you look at a jet nozzle on a fighter, jet engine nozzle, you'll see what look like metal. Well, they look like metal turkey feathers. They look like metal feathers, and as the engine, I believe, now I'm not a jet engine expert, but I believe that as the thrust increases, the nozzle, the back end, opens wider and wider to allow the gases to expel. Or is it? It might be the other way around. As you throttle up, it gets narrower. I think it gets wider. Anyway, you can probably find a video with the close-up of that. Anyway, these turkey feathers are the last thing the exhaust sees before it goes out into the atmosphere, and they are, of course, heat scorched and very tough. Elshin evidently managed to get a hold of one or two of these turkey feathers from somebody. I believe I've got his name here. It is Daniel Freeman, Supervisor and Chief of Metal Technology for the 9th Reconnaissance Wing. He was someone who worked through his career. He worked on the Blackbird, the SR-71, the U-2, KC-135 Strata tankers, and the T-38 Talon. And he was the one that got a hold of these turkey feathers that Elshin was able to CNC cut these watch faces. So, very special watch. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. Missed my chance to get them. And I was just kind of joking with Elshin, and there was the opportunity. And I'm not one to make the mistake of missing an opportunity twice. So I grabbed the chronograph, and as you can see, fully functioning automatic movement chronograph. Let's see, we have the running seconds here at the 9 o'clock subdial. We have the 12 o'clock subdial indicates minutes, and the 6 o'clock subdial indicates hours for the chrono. We have A and B pushers. This one starts and stops, and as you saw, this one resets. And of course, we have the crown. There is no date function, although there is a 2-step click process. And as you can see, if you watch the second hand, it is a hacking hand wind automatic movement. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, I've got some paperwork here, some facts and figures, some specifications. Let's see. She is, as typical of all the ZX line, she is a 43 millimeter diameter, 16 millimeter height, 49 millimeter on the tip to tip, and is a 22 millimeter lug width. 100 meter water resistance. The crown is a screw down crown. Engagement is very smooth, and has a satisfying pop when it releases. I leave my screw down crowns unscrewed until I wear them, so that when I wind them, I'm not constantly screwing them down, unscrewing them. These are very fine threads in there. I don't want to wear them out. This watch has a titanium case. You can see that it is polished in parts. It is not a dull gray titanium. It is very finely finished. It uses sapphire crystals on the front and rear. The front crystal has a very slight dome, very slight, almost flat really, with AR coating. The movement is a Swiss ETA 7750 with a custom rotor, blued screws, has the Geneva stripes. See, I remembered Geneva stripes. I remember that term this time. Nicely decorated, nothing overly decorated, just nice to look at. It is loomed. It is BGW9 multi-layer loom. Sorry I can't provide a loom shot, but if you go to Zelos's website, you'll see a picture with the loom. And as I said, the kit comes with Horeen leather straps, which I'm not going to use. I think this black collar ebb looks much better to me. And oh, the smell. Oh, you should order a collar ebb strap just for the smell. I mean, even if you never put on a watch. So the ZX project, if you don't know, was something that Elshin came up with as a tribute to the X-plane project. These were planes, experimental, hence the X designation, that were created by the United States Air Force for various experiments in aircraft design and manufacture, including the X-planes that were made to break the sound barrier. This watch drew inspiration from the X-15. The lugs, being very angular, very stubby, are taking inspiration from the wings of the X-15. The dials are influenced by the 60s chronographs, which is the era of the X-15. And the hands are meant to be rocket-shaped, owing to the rocket nature of the X-plane's engines. And the crown is nozzle-shaped to look very much like the nozzle of an X-plane rocket engine. You can see that it tapers slightly from here to here, just like the nozzle of one of the X-plane's engines. So, and of course, those planes made use of titanium, which is why the watch is made from titanium. Gorgeous watch. Now, in addition to all this that I got, Elshin was also kind enough to include in the package one of the ZX bracelets. He thought I might want to put it on this watch, but I decided that I thought it would look better on my ZX3 meteorite face. This is a mecha quartz, so it has the Seiko mecha quartz movement in it, and you can see the little X-plane, their decoration on the case back, and you can see that this bracelet fits just beautifully. And it meets up nicely with the lugs, and the finish of the watch continues to the finish of the bracelet itself. Bracelet does have micro adjustment on it. It does the micro adjustment. You can see that there's no real micro adjustment in the pin style. All the micro adjustment is done with the diver extension, which you can see is almost the equivalent of two links. So that's a pretty big micro adjustment, a pretty big diver extension. But if you set it in one place, it's not moving. So you can adjust this thing beautifully on the fly, which I think is really a great bonus, because as you may know, if you live in certain climates like I do, your wrist will actually contract and expand as your body gets hotter and colder. So if I go out now in the heat of where I live and my wrist expands, I can just hit the micro adjuster and just pop it just that little bit and give myself some extra comfort. And then if I go indoors or something, I can just close it up again. But fits very comfortably. It's a very comfortable bracelet. It flexes very well around your wrist and has great, and like I said, very comfortable. It looks fantastic, and it's solid. I mean, it's not one of these cheap stamp steeled clasps. It's very solid push button lock clasp. So very happy to put this on the ZX3. I think it looks fantastic. So I want to thank Elshin for throwing that in there. He didn't have to do that. I mean, it's very nice. So now I have this lovely little family of ZXs. I have a ZX3 meteorite face mecha quartz. I have my ZX7, which is still my favorite despite it all, but I mean, this one is very close. But this is my ZX7 Timascus with the black face, white subdials, automatic. And then I have my brand new ZX-8. I'm going to pop that on my wrist here. Just give me a second to do this. There we go. Come on, get your keeper. There you go. There's the money shot, as I like to say. Beautiful. Fits beautifully on my wrist. Love the way the black picks up the face of the ZX-8. That kind of dull gray titanium. Just beautiful. And very comfortable. I love these Collareb straps. I was first made aware of Collareb by Tristano over at Urban Gentry. I think I must have bought at least, well, I'd say easily a half dozen of these for various watches. This one is a Collareb. This one is a different, more of a suede. That's how you spell Collareb. Colareb. I think it's collareb.it, but you can Google it and find out. I'll try and remember to put the link in the description. Just a fantastic, and I'm not affiliated with them or associated with them or getting anything from them. I just think it's a fantastic product, and I'll brag about it because I think it's money well spent. And like I said, oh, it smells so good, guys. Jesus. It smells like fine, which it is. It is fine Italian leather. It smells like you walked into an Italian shoe sales place or something. It's beautiful. So that's it. I've rambled on about these things long enough. I'm going to put these away, put this away. I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day. It is gorgeous. So, if you like the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, please. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I read them all. I respond to them all. I only delete the negative crap. I don't need it. And if you're not already a subscriber and you haven't done it already, please click the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it so that you're alerted when I upload content. I try and bring content to my channel as often as I can. I appreciate all my subs. You managed to grow this little amateur watch channel into the 600s as this video is being shot, and I appreciate every one of you. I really do. And I'm hoping to get to 1,000 someday. That would be nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.